52-year-old Kristen Cabot's fate still hangs in the balance. She's married to Andrew Cabot, heir to one of New England's oldest and most prestigious families, the Cabots.
This is my casino. Step out. Bring your money.
Who blew the whistle? The two executives caught on that now infamous Coldplay kiss cam were first identified on a TikTok account of someone who apparently works at the company. Oh my God, that looks like astronomer CEO Andy Byrron and astronomer chief people officer Kristen Cabot.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Secrets. Before we get into it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like raw, unfiltered opinions and the kind of truth that makes folks squirm a little. Today's update, it's not just drama, it's the unraveling of reputations, marriages, and a billion-dollar company's credibility. And I'll be honest, I cannot stand cheaters. So no, I won't be letting this story die quietly. I'm going to ride this scandal like a parasite for views and subs. Half joking, mostly not. Because, yeah, I want the clicks, but I also care. Some people need to be exposed. We're talking about hypocrisy, betrayal, and corporate rot. Let's go.
Astronomer CEO Andy Byrron, who was caught there at a Coldplay concert on the Jumbotron, cozying up with his company's head of human resources.
It sucks. Are you joking?
It's bad.
It's terrible.
It's stupid.
Don't cheat on your wife. That makes you a scumbag. Let's just start there, full stop. But if you want to be a retarded scumbag, then you can go cheat on your wife at a concert where you're liable to be put on a massive camera in front of everyone, tens of thousands of people here in Boston, watching this.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I'm not quite sure.
That's a Coldplay concert, and it is the most viral clip on the internet.
So Coldplay hasn't made a single in years, and now they just made two last night.
The Coldplay kiss cam saga is spiraling. Andy Byrron, CEO of tech company Astronomer, has officially resigned. His mistress and HR executive, Kristen Cabot, has wiped her LinkedIn cleaner than her conscience. But baby, no amount of deletion can erase the image of them playing kissy face in a VIP box while Chris Martin narrated their downfall live. The Jumbotron moment, immortal. The shame, global. And I say this with no hesitation. This exposes everything wrong with corporate HR culture.
HR is such trash, by the way. Like the entire business of HR, like every single HR department is just an absolute nightmare of people who are constantly being used to attack the best people in a company and then do stuff like this, right? On the side.
Rich CEO of one of the largest tech companies in the world could have anyone, and he's banging his H of all. This is why I think all HR positions are basically a joke and should be eliminated.
The problem here is that Andy Byrron is married to someone other than Kristen Cabot, who, again, the irony of her being head of HR.
How are you an HR director having an affair with the CEO? I'm guessing you didn't see the trainings that you've been assigning the employees. Forget HR. You are done in HR for the rest of your life. You will not run another HR department, because as soon as they Google your name and see a picture of you boot up with somebody else's husband who's also the CEO of your company, they're gonna laugh that application right into the trash can.
This is the guy that is his head of HR. They were caught in an obvious embrace, and as soon as that cam went on them and they saw their image up on the thing, it was the worst cover-up ever.
Because it's terrible and sinful within old school bounds. It's a normal looking guy and a normal looking woman having an affair, then getting caught and feeling shame and trying to hide it.
HR, the department that sits on regular employees like that cop sat on George Floyd, will ruin your life for being 5 minutes late or taking too long in the bathroom. But when it comes to their own, when it's their favorite execs violating every code of conduct, suddenly it's no comment, personal matters, and privacy please. Miss me with that. Kristen Cabot wasn't just sleeping with her boss. She allegedly slept her way into the job itself.
Okay, so there's a photo of them, right? This is their little tech company. This is Andy Byrron. And right down here is the Chief People Officer, Kristen Cabot, Chief People Officer. Although the weird thing is that if you click on their LinkedIns and poof, they're gone. Deleted their LinkedIns. Too bad, you know?
And let's be honest, her credentials, what little we saw before she nuked her digital history, don't explain that title. Chief People Officer? Really? The only people she was managing were the ones under the table. Women like this damage the credibility of every woman who earns her role with actual skill. I've seen it in my own career. Some of these women climb the ladder using their mouth and knees and set a disgusting precedent that undermines hardworking professionals everywhere.
They'll be a scumbag. And if you are a scumbag, then, well, I guess you deserve this.
And it is official at this time. We know that the CEO has officially resigned amid this incident, according to the company.
They don't even get caught if they're just both at the concert together. They only get caught because they're openly canoodling at the concert. It betrays a lack of respect for any sort of judgment, but also for a basic value system.
Bosses need to get this through their skulls. This isn't the 90s. It's not the early 2000s. You don't get to sniff cat and sign contracts like nobody's watching. This is the age of iPhones, social media, and kiss cams. You will get caught. You will be held accountable, and your little office fling, it just became the internet's favorite soap opera.
As you can see, this is the video that has, again, been going super viral on social media.
He's the CEO of a software startup. She's head of his HR department. The clip everyone is talking about, except for two people who have the most explaining to do.
I would pay to be a fly on the wall in the office.
And this is pretty viral stuff. Or do we have to get HR involved? I mean, I know that HR was involved.
The moral of the story here is don't get caught on kiss cam.
If you're gonna have an affair, why would you bring her to a concert in public where everybody can see you? What if you even ran into someone you knew? Who cares about the Jumbotron? What if you ran into someone you knew? Huh?
Forget the Epstein files. I want to see the text messages of that astronomer CEO that got caught cheating at the Coldplay concert.
And the tidbit is, that's not his wife.
And can we talk about the employee that was with them? She obviously knows what's going on because she's there.
I don't know what's worse. Finding out in 8K that your husband is a fan of Coldplay, or that he's cheating on you at the Coldplay concert, or that he's cheating on you with an old woman.
But apparently this couple will not be fans of Coldplay for long.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
They're both married, not for long.
Right, come on, you're okay?
Oh, look at these two.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on, you're okay? Oh, what? Oh, look at these two. All right, come on, you're okay? Oh, what?
That's going to be one awkward board meeting, if not a couple divorces too. Whoever wrote the post was believed to have also attended the concert in Boston. And it sure seems that he or she works at the company. They knew Kristen Cabot's precise title in HR, and they also knew that both executives are married.
It was the worst cover-up ever. She turned her back to the camera, and he just like, he looked totally humiliated, embarrassed.
I do feel bad for the wife of this individual, and if the HR director's married, I feel bad for the hubby, because to find this out via such a public venue has to be really heartbreaking. Forget about being embarrassed. Being heartbroken is 100 times worse. And if children are involved in these relationships, what can you say? All right, my heart goes out to you.
Now let's talk about the real victims. Andrew Cabot, Kristen's husband, and Mrs. Byrron, Andy's likely soon-to-be ex-wife. Andrew comes from old New England money, respectable, private, polished, bought a $2 million home and probably thought he was building a legacy. Instead, he got publicly humiliated by a woman who couldn't keep her pants or priorities in order. I sincerely hope he didn't sign a prenup, but if he did, I pray there's an infidelity clause so ironclad it makes her walk away with nothing but shame and an overdue Amex bill. And Mrs. Byrron, I hope she burns it all to the ground. I hope she takes the house, the investments, the dog, and his spine, because clearly he dropped it somewhere between the hotel room and the Coldplay box seats. And let's be real, Astronomer needs to do more than accept quiet resignations.
Over the weekend, 50-year-old Andy Byrron resigned as CEO of Astronomer. A company statement said, "Our leaders are expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability. Recently, that standard was not met."
These two shouldn't just walk off into the sunset of silence. They need to be investigated, sued, dragged. Kristen Cabot's resume wasn't strong enough to land that job without some additional persuasion, if you know what I mean. So, how exactly did she get hired? What rules were broken? What company funds were repurposed? And most importantly, who paid for those Coldplay tickets? I don't care if they're rich. Rich people are the kings and queens of double dipping. If they were bold enough to dry hump each other in front of 60,000 people, they were bold enough to file it as a business expense. And if even $1 of company money went into their little sexcapade, Astronomer should sue them into oblivion. Protect your brand. Set an example. Otherwise, you're just another company that lets executives screw around, literally and figuratively, with no consequences. And for those of you out there thinking, well, maybe the marriages can be saved. No, they can't. These weren't just mistakes. These were sustained, premeditated, calculated betrayals. How many late nights at the office were actually sex sessions? How many deadlines were just covers for dates? How many wives and husbands out there have gaslit themselves into silence, telling themselves they were paranoid, overthinking, insecure, when in fact they were right? These people weren't sacrificing for their families. They were laughing at them, riding dirty while their spouses were home doing the emotional and logistical labor of holding everything together. This story is more than juicy. It's a wake-up call. To employees, start documenting everything. To spouses, stop dismissing your gut. To companies, start vetting your leadership beyond charisma and chemistry. And to Kristen and Andy, you're not the victims. You're the villains, and we see you.